Hey there everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme and today we're back playing Starters Orders 6. Now, this is our jump schedule and, well, a couple of races have gone past since the last episode because earlier today I actually recorded an episode of this and my recording software froze during the processing part of the recording, so sadly I lost that footage in its entirety. So we're going to go over a little catch-up session today and watch this race I've got booked. You can see the last couple of races did go really well for us, but you can see we are losing money. Now, the main reason we're losing money is the breeding program. It is 5,000 a time. And I believe it took 5 goes or maybe 4 goes to get Dilly's mod actually pregnant. So, not the best at all. Really at all. Sita took 2 goes this time. So I think if it was 5 and 2, that's 7 times 5 is 35,000. So right now we should be in profit, but that's just the way these things go. Now, in that video, I did also sack my apprentice and my retained jockey. And we were already at the lowest sort of costs possible. So, you'll be able to see in the finances tab, we're only now paying 770,000. So, that's okay. That is okay. We do lose some money here and there, and I think I think we're earning money because of overdraft or whatever. I'm not sure how that works. I think that might be a little bug in the game, or maybe just a feature to try and get you back out of debt so your game isn't lost. Either way, right now I do appreciate that, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So we're losing a little bit every time we race, but from here to the end of the season, because we've already bred our 2 mares to current climate, they're in fall, and I've got a yearling coming next season to sell to get ourselves further out of debt. Hopefully, you know, we should be starting to make more profit and thus saving this this save game for the next few years at least. We'll have enough cash to do a breeding program and get a couple of decent horses in. That means we can have some success on and off the track. So I'm hoping the next year or 2 will be really good once we get through this sort of sticky period. Now, in the past couple of races, I think we left you with the chase at Warwick. We were doing quite decently. I've got to admit that was quite a decent race. We did win comfortably. But yeah, really, since then things have gone very well. As again, 3-mile hurdles, we won by some distance, and the 2-mile 7, because there wasn't much at 3, I dipped down to 2.7, and we won that comfortably with decent purses each time. We are up to 139 rating. We are, I think about 57% in terms of potential. We're not going to hit our 70 potential this year. We might never hit that 70 potential. But Batchworth Dancer is still a pretty good horse. And it's earning its keep. It's more than earning its keep. So, right now we're going to just run in and see the these 2 races that I did earlier today. And sadly, when the recording failed, you know, it's not going to be quite the same. You know the result going in, but it is what it is. So, we'll see here in this race. The favourites here would be Blizzard Blues in the blue and orange. I believe another good one is Eshitak here in the black with yellow inverted triangle on the silks. And I'm trying to think who the third one was. I'm thinking it was one of these green and yellow checked horses. Maybe Zitenka, I'm not too sure, but definitely Chili Billy is one, Blizzard Blues, Eshetag. Yeah, Blizzard Blues, Eshetag, Chili Billy were three of the big ones, and Green Warrior perhaps, actually. This green and yellow one. So we started off decently, you know, we weren't sort of detached at the rear or anything like that. And you can see between each jump we keep pushing ourselves a little further to the front. We're not losing sort of any time on this front sort of group of four that's kind of separated themselves out. So a couple of nice jumps like that one catapult us up the field, which, you know, was really, really nice to see. And then we get ourselves up into third. Another decent jump there, taking us up. And then we're starting to make our run. Before you go, I go. Coming up the inside did worry me at this point. A lot of pace in that horse through a short section there. I just felt that maybe they were setting up for a grandstand finish. And then Zdenka came up the inside. But Eshitak and Blizzard Blues, both went down. We lost a little bit of ground there. And at this point in the race, I didn't really know if we were going to win, because Chili Billy was getting such a lead. We were dropping off. And I was quite worried at this point. I really was quite worried at this point. But towards the end of this race, we did sort of catch up and jump significantly better. A decent chance there. The whole field moving up almost without us. But then round the outside, powering through, and a great jump there, putting us back into contention amongst the front runners, and another jump there, putting us ahead until we get towards the line. And there we go, 3 1/4 lengths there from McDougall, and wherever you go, I go. So a really nice race. We put the favourites a little bit down the field. Some performance, trip was ideal. Like I say, we could only find a 2.7 then, so we've been told that that one was another ideal trip. So the differences between 2.7 and 3 on a jump schedule isn't too much at all, really. It's not so much about the distance, it's about a general distance, I think. So anywhere around 3 miles within 1 or 2 furlongs we should be good at. Because, you know, you're not running at full pace through the entire thing. It's more about just making sure you're clear when you come to a jump and that you don't fall. Because no horse is really running very fast. We're all running about 20% or less of our speed at the moment. So again, this race quite similar. A couple of horses go to the front though. Ebony Song and Tamino. We were in third at this stage. Pretty good leading up the field. I think that the two at the back, Flemmy Two Toes and Sour Mash, were two of the other favourites. And of course Green Warrior back once again. We'd seen him run. So the green and yellow check. The green with the light yellow forearms and V, and right at the back this burgundy with white arms and a grey spot. So at this point in the race, nothing much happens. We're going to just forward things along nicely. Couple of decent jumps by us. The rest of the field just sort of there with us, not too bad, you know. And then we start making our way round the course once more. Our final time round. So the front two are starting to get hauled in a little bit at this stage. We're sort of bridging that gap, and Flemmy Two Toes comes with us. Jan Yandura did worry me at stages in this race. Looked like a very nice horse, but you can see we're going round the outside, then up this hill. I thought we ran this hill very, very well. And then we fared a little bit on the flat going downhill. But up into second place. A great jump there by Tamino, just taking it back off us. And this is sort of the end section of the race. We jumped really well there. Up into second place. We're going to go down now, back into real time. And you can see we're just slowly pulling away from second place. Tamino maybe falling a little bit. And here comes Jan Yadura. Was a little worried about this charge here, I've got to admit. I felt things were not going to go my way when I saw this sort of end of the race, and then Sour Mash as well, moving up really, really, really quickly. So at this stage I'm thinking, oh no, everyone's starting to move up. I'm not sure where we can sort of go or how we're going to do. I believe there's one jump left after that one. Or was that the final jump? No, this is the final jump. Or was that the penultimate jump? There's one more after that, I think, maybe. But that was a great jump, taking us away from the field. Sour Mash, Jan Jadura and Flemmy Two Toes. Really good there. And a great jump by Flemmy Two Toes to get past Jan Jadura. But at this point, we were still free, clear and easy. A little look over the jockey's shoulder. One last burst down to the line. And that was all that was written in that race. So we got two really good races out of Matchworth Dancer. We got a breeding pairs to finally, you know, become in fold, I guess. And we're losing money, but it's not a big issue. So that's kind of where we are. Now this was going to be a race for the next video, but we're just going to do it today. Because, you know, we're re-recording this. This will be a short episode, so I'm going to give you a fresh race to go along with the replays of those two that we lost. So 2 mile 7 again, it's a C3 conditions race, and yeah, we're going for it. Now Hughes, I believe, is a 910. He's a decent jockey, good win rate this year, good win rate overall. We've got a little bit of an advantage being a female horse, and we've got a better record than most horses, if not all horses, in this race. Now I'm quite happy there's only 6 horses here. Prize money for the top 5. You know, that sort of bodes well for us with the top rated, low weighted. I'm really thinking top 3 in this race, but the way we've ran those two and the fact that this is very, very similar in terms of the type of race and everything, I really do think that we should win here. I really, really think we should win. So Blizzard Blues is back again at 7-1. Yankee Storm 8-1. So perhaps they are our main rivals. We know Blizzard Blue there with the blue and orange silks. And we know Yankee Storm will be in the green. We're at Plumpton. I feel that we are... Yeah, the tipsters agree that we are the horse to beat. I wish I had money. I said that before the last race. But again, I wish I had money to bet to get us out of debt. Because these races now, I'm starting to really believe Matchworth Dancer is a far better horse than these races. But we don't need to win more than these races to get out of debt. So 1 or 2 good betting races, get some money, sell that foal that we've got coming at the start of next season for a decent amount of money. And then we can just see where we are. And, you know, really test Matchworth Dancer if we want to put her in the breeding barn. We've got our options open there. So if I do get my head above water, I will likely be betting little amounts just to keep us kind of safe. So Blizzard Blues, Yankee Storm, Matchworth Dancer, the top 3 here. The other 3 not really worrying about. And Lee Rondell at 25-1 is overweight by 4 pounds, I believe, in the royal blue there with the yellow arms in the front. So Yankee Storm will take the lead. Looks like Silver Patriarch now coming up the inside to take that. We've got Blizzard Blues and Spensley on the far side, and ourselves here near side. So pretty even there. Not a bad start for us. I think we're in good field position, and really I see this as between us and Blizzard Blues. We really beat them quite handily last time, so I'm hoping we do the same again. It looks like Yankee Storm is actually dropping a little bit further back, it seems. So I'm gonna zoom out and just adjust the camera so we can keep most, if not all, of the field in vision. I want to see how everybody jumps. That's jump 4 of 12. Nice jumps there. Blizzard Blues is back in the chasing pack. Uphill, we seem to run quite nicely uphill. I do like us in that case. And now we seem to get an error. Okay, we're back at the start of that race. We're going to redo that again, which is a shame. I thought we were running really, really well at that stage, and we could have done something, but okay. Can't do too much about these errors. I nearly skipped the day. I do not want to do that. 3:05 is our race. There we go. So we'll just go back in, skip the early part of the race, and see where we are. Same horses, same field, same odds, same everything. So a good little first jump there for us. Jump 1 of 12. And again, Silver Patriarch will go out in towards the lead. And again, we're just going to see most of the field through this. So that was jump 2. Looks like jump 3 is coming up very shortly. And that was a good jump from us. Blizzard Blues this time is right at the back, detached. Yankee Storm is at the back of this chasing pack, which means that our two main rivals are behind us and could be late runners. We know that Blizzard Blue does like to do that from a previous race. But this is a long race. We're going to see a lot of shifting of positions. As long as we stay around the top 3, I'll be happy. I don't want us to get detached past that. And that looks like a great jump for Spensley and for most of the rest of us. We're now at the halfway stage of the race, coming up to jump 7. And we're really sort of jumping well there. That was a nice jump. And the field has coalesced now. Down to 8 furlongs left. We have got 4 more jumps. And let's see what's going on here. I thought for a second Spensley was outside of the rails. Looks like a nice jump from us there. So we got 5 furlongs, 3 jumps left as we race downhill. We're making up a little bit of ground on the leader, Silver Patriarch. On the inside here, Yankee Storm and Blizzard Blues are going to start to make a move, I believe, fairly soon. Lirondelle Spensley now slightly getting detached, but there's Lirondelle, lovely jump coming past Blizzard Blues, and we are into the lead as we crest that sort of jump going downhill round this turn. 3 furlongs left to go. Spensley is coming in towards the lead though. Silver Patriarch now going to fall back a little bit, it seems, and Spensley is going for this. It looks like we've got 2 jumps in quick succession. We're just going to speed up towards that jump. Oh, we nearly fell. We nearly fell. That might have just cost us this race. That might have cost us this race. We'd need an absolutely amazing jump there to come back into it. And yeah, that cost us the race. We lost so much ground and time there. So we don't go out with a win. We do not go out with a win. We're very unlucky in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but we nearly fell. We were lucky not to fall, but we're unlucky to give up first place in that way. So we only gained like 2.5 grand. We're making 4 a month, or we're losing 4 a month. So that's not great. But the extra like 6, not 6. The extra 4,500 would be really good. I mean, I'm slightly disappointed. I've got to admit that we have lost our unbeaten record over the last 3 or 4 races. So we start with 3 wins in Batchworth's career. We were on a 3-win streak. We can't quite make it there. Apart from that one jump, we did really well. We're up to 140 now. I think it goes up to 180. I'm not too sure. So we've got to find new races for Batchworth Dancer. But as long as we keep winning more money than our sort of monthly costs, then I'm going to be happy with that. Yeah, it looks like not too much is different there in terms of the money. So we're going to be losing a little bit of money if all we can do is about 2,500 per month. So we've got to be winning races. I think that those sort of conditions races at around this distance are the way to go. I want to see, can I book another one before we head off? I don't think so. There's a lot of graded races and everything now at this distance, so it's kind of why we dropped down. That's kind of why we have dropped down. So it looks like there's a chase one. I'm not too sure about that because we're only rated 114 for chases. We're 114 flat, 114 in a handicap race, and 140 no. I'm not sure if we're 140 rated in chases as well, but they are a bit more difficult. I'm not sure I want to do that. I'd rather do a hurdles. And there's one there, 30th of December. See, that's 2,000 there. If we don't win this race, then there's no money to be earned, basically. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to book into another conditions race. We're going to go in at 9:10. And out of all these horses, all these jockeys, it looks like Goldstein is the best of the bunch here. So that's who we're going to book on our jockey, on our horse. But yeah, slightly disappointed. I've got to admit that. I am slightly disappointed. But we got a good race. You know, we just clipped that last but one jump, and that penultimate jump really did test us. And yeah, I'm glad the horse didn't get hurt, it didn't get injured. We didn't have any issues with it, but yeah, it's a shame. So we skipped that month, we're back where we were before that race, so we're not getting out of debt coming in second. But if we scroll down, again, we are favourite. It's not even that close. But new horses, there are some new horses. Willow Dancer, They All Laughed looks like a horse with pedigree. That might be the horse to watch. And I think we're going to put this in this video as well. We're going to watch this race. Why not? So Willow Dancer, They All Laughed, both in the white silks with red sleeves. So if that's the only thing we really need to worry about, then great. We'll keep an eye on those tipsters. They All Laughed. They do like They All Laughed. Won a novel, won a conditions race, moving up in distance a little bit. So Willow Dancer is overweight. That is something I found on these jumps races. There's a lot more horses carrying a little bit of extra weight into these races. So the red with the green, with the white with the green hat and the red sleeves, and the green and red sleeves with red hat and white silk. So it looks like this one, and ourselves. So He's a Steal will go out to the lead. Ooh. Straight away, Wisecrack there nearly falling, and we come up into third to surpass them right now, as Standout is starting to make his way into the front of the pack. We've got Fun Guy, They All Laughed, and Willow Dancer, so the three of us here are right next to each other. And detached at the rear at the moment, not so detached though, is Omega Code. So as long as we jump free and easily, as long as we get clear, we don't clip any of these hurdles, and you know, if we can stay on the horse and we don't lose too much ground on the jumps, I still think that we've got a very, very nice go at winning this race. I do fancy us in this kind of quality of race and against this level of competition. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Last race, something cropped up. This race, we're jumping well. Not as well as we have been, but, you know, a couple of those early races, I think we had 2 or 3 really nice jumps in us across the entire race, especially towards the end of the race. We had, like, maybe 3 good jumps in the last sort of 4 fences between the 2 previous races to actually recording this video. So, yeah, the final 2 fences of each race we jumped particularly well, I felt. So, it's a shame that it was on the penultimate fence, one that we've jumped so well in both those races, that we kind of nearly fell in that last race. But it looks like 8th jump has been completed. We're coming up towards the 9th. We are a little bit out of position. I don't like that. With 5 furlongs left to go as we round this turn. Wisecrack and Standout are neck and neck in the lead. They All Laughed is in 3rd with He's a Steal. And then Willow Dancer coming up on the inside of us on that jump and really starting to make a move. 3.5 furlongs left. We're making a move now round the outside of He's a Steal. And it's a 3-way tie at the front. They All Laughed is going to try and go clear. So, it looks like Willow Dancer is going to want to come with us. The 3 of us back together again with They All Laughed, Batchworth Dancer and Willow Dancer. So, interesting, we got 2 dancers up here. That was a decent jump. Not an issue at all. And 1.5 furlongs. Now we're going to drive towards the line. It looks like They All Laughed really want to come and try and challenge us for this. Can we hold them off? We're under a furlong, up to half a furlong at this point in the race. Standout is in 3rd place. Everyone else has fallen back. Willow Dancer nowhere to be seen. And They All Laughed will come in 2nd place. But Batchworth Dancer with a nice, comfortable win. We didn't run it well. We didn't actually run that well. They All Laughed was actually favourite. And, you know, fair play to that. They had just won 2 in a row. We should have been on a 4-race winning streak. This should have made it 5. But 148 rating. We're gaining in rating all the time. I don't believe we're gaining any potential. Like I say, we might never hit that. But a good race. What was it? 2.5 lengths. I'm okay with that. So we're down to 13,000. We've just paid as well the 700 for the week. So we're in a much better position. Like I say, these races are slowly coming into their own in terms of paying off debt. Another couple of races, we win like that. And we'll be... yeah, another 3 or 4 race wins and we should be back in the profit, which would be nice. It would be nice. So we've got to find those races, of course. We do have a little bit of the season left, so we should find 1 race in here somewhere. 2 races. Yeah, we should be able to find a few races that we can win. And by the end of the season, be out of debt. And then we've got the yearling. We decide whether or not we run with it. You know, whether he'll be a good enough horse to earn money, or whether we just sell for a big amount up front to keep us sort of nice and clear. Maybe buy another couple of horses to breed then, something really cheap like we did with these horses, just to put them in the breeding barn and just sort of snowball that breeding program and that money throughout the future and the next few seasons especially. So we'll come to that as and when. Right now, I am saving the game because I don't want any more crashes. I will go to January 1st. I like to start on the 1st of the month. That's something quite nice about that. So, what do you think of Batchworth Dancer? I think we found our niche now in these condition races. These class 3 condition races at around 3 miles. We can win them. We qualify for them. And, you know, we only hit 1 fence and wobbled. We still came in 2nd, which almost pays our bills. And the wins, of course, are chipping away at that debt quite nicely. So I think we're back on an even keel right now. The next sort of this season, the end of this season, and the rest then of the following season will probably determine what kind of game we're having. Whether or not we can get a really good horse that wins group races, whether or not we can develop the breeding program quickly enough to a point where we can get challengers, and I mean real challengers, and possibly a winner into the Grand National race. I have no idea what that takes on this game. All I know is Batchworth Dancer is running well. Handicaps are not the way to go. Conditions races are. And we're earning money finally. So I'm happy. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the series. I'm hoping that you're liking the games. And if you are, please do leave a like. It does let me know that you're enjoying the content. You want to see more. Leave a comment down in the comment section or tweet at me at Chris Ormy just to let me know that you watched, that if you enjoyed, if you didn't enjoy, things I could do better, things that would make it better for you to watch. There's links in the descriptions to the mods I use in this and my other starters orders save. So all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, follow, etc. You know what to do, guys. Have your say. Have your say. How do you think this is going? And do you have any tips for me on where to get better? Also, should we get gambling as soon as we get a little bit of money and just try and snowball that up to a safe bank amount? I don't think I really need to buy anything else here just now, or maybe not even for the next couple of years. Again, have your say on that in the comment section. Let me know what you think and how we should do things. But that's going to wrap up the video today. I hope this saves and processes. I'd hate to lose another video and this footage again, especially since the last one went so well. This is going pretty well. I don't know. I really hope it goes well. Hopefully I've solved the issue with a reinstall of my software. We're about to find out. But I hope you come back next time. Thanks very much for sticking around, guys. I'll see you next time. I've been Chris Ormy. Y'all take care.